right, I'm Mike Kinderleiter, the Dean of Powerwash at Powerwash University and Powerwash.com. And today we're going to do a test with an injector bypass kit to show you the change it can make in your gallons per minute when using a downstream injector. First of all, I'm going to tell you we have an 8 gallon a minute deluxe prowler machine here. And we're going to use a popular underrated downstream injector. This downstream injector is actually rated for 3 to 5 gallons per minute. It has a 2.1 orifice in it. And a lot of guys like to use this for house washing because it allows them to draw a higher concentration into their line because of the amount of pressure that's created inside this downstream injector. Problem with that is when you go to use or switch over to rinse, you no longer have that restriction to get your full volume. You don't actually get your full volume, so we use an injector bypass kit. The injector bypass kit has a ball valve here, which allows the flow to go around, excuse me, which allows the flow to go around the downstream injector. So when I open it up, the water flows around it and keeps on going. Now, obviously some water can still go through here, but because it's going around, there's no more restriction, which basically is the nozzle or orifice inside this downstream injector. Turn it back on. Now it forces all the flow through the downstream injector and I can draw my solution through the system. So first thing we want to do, want to find out what kind of volume is actually coming out of the gate, our 8 gallon a minute machine. So I'm going to turn the water on and start it up. What you'll find is gallons per minute and even pressure is not always exact when you buy a piece of equipment. It's going to be close, but it's never exact because they're high production and nothing is ever tooled specifically to be exact. So there's always some variation. So the first thing we want to do is we want to find out exactly how many gallons per minute is coming out of this machine. And what I've done is I got 2 5 gallon buckets here. I've marked them up both with the volume as it raises up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see that. So I'm going to start it up. I'll put it in there and we'll actually time, because I want you to know for sure that we actually did 1 minute with this test. Let's turn the bypass on. So now, did you see that already? So this is just with the water pressure. You can already see that there's an increase in flow. So I'm going to start it up and then we'll do the test. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop at 4 gallons a minute and then I'm going to move it to the other bucket. Or actually I'm just going to pull the hose out and move it real fast because obviously this isn't going to go to 8 gallons. So I need 2 5 gallon buckets to do it. Five seconds to go. So one thing I want to show you real quick, if it shows up on the video, is that we stopped right here at 4 gallons a minute, moved it over, and it actually went up to the 5 gallon mark on the other bucket. That's what I was talking about a while ago. This is an 8 gallon a minute machine, but it's actually putting out 9 gallons a minute. So it's a little stronger than what we actually rate it and sell it for. So now I'm just going to turn the water off momentarily. Dump these buckets. There we go, and reposition them so we can shoot again. Now I'm going to take the injector bypass and I'm going to turn it off. So the water's now flowing through the injector. We're going to find out how much water flows through the machine for 1 minute compared to when it's on bypass. All right, so let me get ready here. there's 4 gallons, first bucket. Perfect timing. Ran out of gas as we finished the test, but let's take a look here. So now we were at 9 gallons a minute a while ago in the bypass mode. We had 4 gallons here and 5 over here. Now we're just right in here. So we're right around, I would say not quite 4.5, anywhere from somewhere between 4.25 to 4.5. So we actually increased the flow by 1/2 to 3/4 of a gallon by using the bypass. So when you're going to rinse mode and you want to do a job fast, the more gallons per minute you have to rinse, the faster you can do the job. So it saves you time, which puts money in your pocket because you can do more work with that added or that reduced time to do a job. You can do more work because of it, because you can add more jobs, or you can add more add-on things at the job site. So one of the things I've always looked at as a contractor is how to get the most out of the time I invest. So that's the injector bypass kit. There'll be a link below so you can get one. And check us out at Powerwash.com or Powerwash University for training at Powerwash University, Powerwash.com for products. Thank you, and that's my message for this Washaholic Wednesday.